Hello, hello, everybody. How is the level of the music? Is it good? Is it too loud? Do I need to turn it down? How's the voice audio as well? Is Aka Game Studios the dev for this game? Yes, I do believe that is the dev for this game. So yeah, he contacted me a while back and said, hey, I got this game I'd love you to check out. I said, sure. And then I promptly forgot about it because I got super busy. And then felt really bad when he emailed me again and said, hey, what do you think about checking out that game? But yeah, it's great. It's great. I'm super excited to try this out. I have not played this yet. The only thing I have done is open up this screen here and sort of played around with the options. So I turned the music way down to 0 so that I could have my normal stream background music. And that's it. That's really it. I also let the tutorial guide windows pop up and sort of do that so that you guys didn't have to worry about seeing that. So anyways, this is Archaeological Expedition. It's pretty straightforward. It is a game about doing archaeology. And so, since I am a professional archaeologist, let's check it out, shall we? So let's just, we're just going to hop right into it. All right. So let's go ahead and do the tutorial. So a storm is rapidly approaching. You have limited time to excavate as many artifacts as possible. Well, that sounds like CRM work. The timer at the top shows how long until the storm hits. Ooh, okay, good deal. Good news, the timer only runs while you are actively digging. Oh man, if only that worked in real life. It says I'm in demo. Oh, I have the full game. Why am I in demo? Oh, that sucks. Well, that's okay. We'll do demo first, and then if it's too fast, we'll hop into. I'll stop the stream and then restart it again with the full game. So okay. Yeah, pick the soil, tile, and tool without rushing. Before you can dig, you need to select a tool. Click the shovel button. Okay, good. Or press 3. Shovel's fast on soil, but may damage artifacts. Well, that's no joke. Oh, and it looks like your normal spade shovel too. Though, in the American Southwest, we actually use the front, their flat face shovel. So, select that. Now click on any soil tile in the dig site to start excavating. Okay. See the construction tape on the tile. The timer inside shows how long until the dig finishes. Okay, and then the storm timer counts down. Okay, this looks pretty pretty straightforward then. Okay, that's about right. You can move the camera with the arrow buttons. Oh, okay. What about WASD? Nope. Okay. Zoom in with E and Q. Okay. Brush. Okay. Artifacts say in perfect condition, slow on soil, very slow on rock and fossil. Okay. Well, we don't really use brushes as much as you would think in archaeology. We actually use the trowel more often than brushes. Now, I do have a whole set of brushes, but yeah, okay. Pickaxe. Yep. I'm pretty proficient in that. Best for rock and fossil. Slow on soil. Excavated artifacts are almost always in destroyed condition. Well, that's also very true, too. Shovel, fast on soil. Okay, yeah, so that... Okay. Artifacts are usually weathered, but can have chipped or destroyed condition. Okay, also very true. I noticed you keep saying fossil. That's a choice. Your tools are also laid out on the ground near the tent. Okay, yep, that's about right too. All right, so, okay, so you can see debris. Select a brush, okay. And carefully excavate the soil. Oh, wow. Okay. Found a rock. Okay, yep. Need to use the pickaxe. to break it. Now, normally we wouldn't break rocks. We would just remove them. But okay. Makes perfect sense. More debris. Yep, okay. Use the brush. Fossil. Okay. Fossils also block your way. Use a pickaxe to break it. Okay. That's not exactly realistic, but okay. Another tile with debris. Okay, yep. Okay, so we click on this to collect an artifact. When something noteworthy happens, a notification appears here. You just collected an artifact, so the game is letting you know. Okay. Each notification has a timer bar. When it runs out, the notification disappears. Okay. Some notifications are clickable. Oh. Click the notification to see details about your find. Okay. Looks good. Shows the artifact its rarity and the condition you found it in. And a new journal entry has been added. Okay, so we're going to check the journal entry to see if you know how we do that. So press N for the notification button to review them at any time. Okay. Browse past notifications here. Some are clickable and can open the journal. Okay, so let's... Oh, okay. Well, that one. Okay, cool. So you do have a... you do have coordinates for it, so that's good. Oh, no. Soil tiles seen. That's not coordinates. Debris visible. Okay, artifacts uncovered. Okay. Okay, so for the journal... Whenever you find an artifact, the artifact needs to be recorded in its position in the world. So usually for something like this, it would be a unit number, because in the overall excavation, you have set units onto a place in the world. So the only thing I would say is missing from this is its actual location. Now, the nice thing is because this is all sort of gridded already, you could say something like unit whatever, you know, F7 or something like that. And then you would give a depth. So you could say something like each one of these layers is 10 centimeters or something like that. So you say F7 at a depth of whatever. And that's pretty straightforward. You could also, I mean, if this were a little more realistic, you would actually have where in the unit it was found, but that's fine. And question is the Islamic and Roman denoting the depth of the dig? Yes, I would assume so. So the farther down you go, the older it gets, and so Roman would have come before Islamic. So yeah. Per era breakdowns show rocks and fossils found in each layer. Now, you wouldn't necessarily find fossils in a cultural soil unless those fossils were deposited in that cultural soil by the culture, in which case they become artifacts. Well, not really artifacts. I guess they would be, well, basically artifacts, because it would be something that the people would have deposited there. So that would probably need to be broken down a little bit better. Okay, so Dev says journal will be later. Field note is about whole expedition process. A tracking coordinates, something I'll consider adding. Okay. That covers the basics of excavation. Good luck out there. Okay. Oh, all right. So that was that. So let's try it. Let's do this like an actual archaeologist would. All right. Every dig site holds artifacts from different historical eras, stacked in layers, the newest on top, the oldest deep below. In this tutorial, you will learn how eras, layers, and your artifact collection all fit together. Okay, good deal. Oh boy. So... Okay. Look at the era labels on the dig site. Well, this site spans 3 eras across 6 layers. Islamic on the surface, Roman in the middle, and medieval at the bottom. So that isn't exactly how that would lay out. Since medieval came after Roman, and about the same time as Islamic, depending on which one you want, which definition you want to go with. So actually the Roman should be at the bottom rather, but that's nitpicking. Okay, so dig this artifact from the Islamic era, the topmost layer. Okay, so if we're in the topmost layer, 9 times out of 10 what we do with CRM is we actually dig with the shovel first, even if there's debris. Though we would actually pick off the debris by hand, like rocks and stuff like that, we would actually start with the shovel. But let's go ahead and hit trowel. Well, it depends. I mean, I guess it depends. I've actually taken off the topsoil with the trowel before, but usually the topsoil is what you take off first. So let's just assume that all the topsoil is taken off. So let's go ahead and do this. Oh, okay. Dig this artifact from the Islamic era, the topmost layer. Okay. Every artifact has a condition based on the tool used: perfect, weathered, chipped, or destroyed. The brush always delivers perfect results, the best for building your collection. Okay. Open the journal, J, to see your collection. Okay. All right, so it's organized in sections, eras, and okay, era collections. Nice. All right. Flip to the next page to see the list of eras. Islamic, medieval, Roman. Yeah, so that's actually how it should be, roughly. Yeah. Click on Islamic to see its artifact collection grid. Okay. And here you can see what artifacts belong to the Islamic era. Artifacts in perfect condition have a special shiny glow. Click on the ceramic tiles to see its details. All right. Rarity is common. Best condition is perfect. And discovered that date. Okay. Good deal. Each artifact has a dedicated page with its name, era, rarity, and the condition of your best find. Collecting artifacts in perfect condition is your main goal. Well, that is our main goal too. We try to collect, when we do collection, we try to, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter because you're collecting, but the better condition, the more you can learn about it. All right, so yeah, this gives a pretty good breakdown. Cost is a little problematic in the archaeology world, but yeah, okay. Close the journal. Clearing later. Okay, clearing layers. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yep. So we've cleared the Islamic layers to reach the medieval era below. Okay, don't forget to put the era labels on the dig site wall. They help you keep track of which area you're digging in. In a real game, the bulldozer clears entire layers to get here faster. Oh, wow. Question is, are you thinking that a paleontology dig site would be different from an archaeology dig site? Yes, absolutely, 100%. You're talking about completely different eras and stuff. Oh, that audio is a little loud. Hold on, let me adjust that real quick. There we go. The music was getting a little loud in my headset. You can call it reward for finding. Okay. Okay. All right. So, bulldozer. We've actually used bulldozers in the real world. We have actually people that we regularly go to who drive bulldozers, who do really good jobs and are able to do really impressive things with the the shovel or the big old scoop portion on the front. We actually knew a guy who could excavate with basically a big old bulldozer 10 centimeters at a time, and he could tell you when the soil changed, which is really funny. All right, so dig this artifact from the medieval era. Okay. Alright, each era has its own set of unique artifacts. Reaching deeper eras reveals new collections to complete. The deeper you dig, the more history you uncover. Yep, that's also very true. Okay. Alright, so I assume this is still tutorial stuff, so alright, let's go ahead and do this. Alright, we're going to try 3 different excavation approaches and compare the results. Each round gives you 16 minutes of dig time and a field full of buried artifacts. Okay, sure. Use only the brush this round. The brush is slow, but preserves artifacts in perfect condition, worth 4 times their base value. Dig as many artifacts as you can before time runs out. Okay. Dig with the brush. Let's go ahead and, well, I guess we'll start. I mean, normally we would just start from the corner and work our way over. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, look at that. Okay. There's some scattered debris here, but not enough to indicate a buried find. Interesting. Okay. Only dig tiles with buried artifacts. Dig with the brush only. Click tiles to excavate artifacts. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm not really sure what this person is, typing in chat, so there we go. We deleted that. Okay. There's some scattered debris here, but not enough to indicate a buried find. Well, we would actually remove all of this top layer all at once instead of like just hitting individual spots. Okay. The sandstorm is here. Collect any exposed artifacts before they're buried. Okay. Interesting. Shovel is much faster. Okay. Would you get weathered or chipped condition? Okay. In the grand scheme of things, that's usually fine because we're not interested in actual like value. That would make a very boring game, though. Yeah, no, I know. I'm fully aware that archaeology is boring in the real world. This is almost like Minesweeper, but with archaeology. Pay attention to which tiles it allows you to dig. So the ones that are just full of debris like this, I assume. Okay. Weathered 5, chipped 11, artifacts collected 16. Okay. This time try mixing both tools. You can switch between brush and shovel at any time during the round. Okay. Start with the brush for a couple of digs to get some perfect artifacts and switch to the shovel for the rest to cover more ground and earn more money. Okay. So something like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit these 3. And I can see the sandstorm coming up. All right, there we go. Okay. So pretty straightforward game. Pretty straightforward game. Brush, yeah, more perfect artifacts. Shovel gives you the most money. Okay. Choose a strategy based on your goals, and remember, you can always mix it up. Okay. Learn how to upgrade tools by an ignition key. Whoa. And open artifact strongboxes. Okay. Welcome to the shop tutorial. Shop is where you spend your money. Okay. Okay. So the money that you earn from the artifacts you use to unlock stuff. Okay. R to open the shop. Left side of the shop shows digging tools. Okay, each tool can be upgraded to dig faster. All right. Let's upgrade the brush to see the difference. Silver brush. Okay. All right. Current is bronze brush. And upgrade is silver. All right. Ignition key is for the bulldozer. It breaks on rocks and destroys uncollected artifacts. Well, that's also very true too. Yeah, definitely don't. Oh, I do have the money for that. Grants access to the bronze tier bulldozer. Okay. And each strongbox gives you a random artifact in perfect condition from your unlocked eras. Okay. Contains a random common artifact in perfect condition. 14 artifacts available from unlocked areas. From unlocked eras. Okay. Is that an oil lamp? What is that? Click the artifact. Ceramic mortarium. Okay, Roman. Not a Roman person, but all right. You can close the shop by clicking the X button or by pressing R again. All right, so pretty straightforward. Okay, so I'm liking the shop idea because it sort of is almost like in the real world when you acquire sort of new skills by doing archaeology for a while. You know, you get faster, you get better. So that makes some sense. Actually, it's a good way to transfer sort of the idea of you know, skills into a game. All right. Spend your earnings wisely. All right. Yep. Okay. Learn to use the bulldozer's auto start and manual override modes. Oh boy. Bulldozer. Okay. Dig up all the buried artifacts on this layer. The bulldozer can only auto start when the layer is completely clear of valuables and obstacles. No artifacts or rocks left exposed. No unexcavated piles of debris. Oh, okay. So you gotta take some of this debris out first? Is that what we're... Dev says, outside the tutorials, it would not prevent you from digging, but that way you would not make much progress. Okay, I guess you were also given better expedition equipment based on your fame in real life. No, actually, believe it or not, no. Okay, so I got to get rid of this, and this. So it is kind of like Minesweeper. All right, so you press a bulldozer button and they clear off the whole layer. Okay, because you're done. Okay. So what if there are still obstacles buried in the soil? There's a second mode, manual override. Okay. Once you've collected every artifact from an era in perfect condition, you can force a bulldozer through a layer, even if obstacles remain. Whoa. Let's imagine you've already collected all Roman artifacts in perfect condition. Manual override is now available. Be careful, the bulldozer will destroy any uncollected artifacts and may break on rocks. Press the bulldozer button. Okay. You have all Roman artifacts in perfect condition. Manual override is available. The bulldozer will plow through the entire layer. Okay. I don't like that, but okay. All right, so the bulldozer has two modes, auto start and then manual override. The manual override is only when things are in perfect condition. Okay. If the bulldozer breaks, you can repair it by pressing the bulldozer button again, but it costs money. Well, I mean, that, yeah. So you can use the bulldozer to get to deeper layers quickly. Okay. All right, sure. Let's try this out then. Sandstorm is heading towards Petra, which is Jordan. Blowing sand can bury exposed artifacts and halt an expedition for weeks. Very true, though normally we just cover it with a tarp and let the sand accumulate on top of the tarp, and then you just pull the tarp up with the sand. But all right, yep. I mean, you got to have something, right? That is the reason for the countdown timer. So it makes sense. Makes sense. Anything left in the ground will be buried under sand. Sandstorm will arrive in 40 minutes. Okay. Okay, so if we are to assume the same sort of thing from before, we're going to assume then that means that there is artifacts under this, and this, which is also very sort of true to life as well, because in the real world, when we're doing survey, we're actually looking for surface artifacts. And when there are a lot of surface artifacts, it usually means that there are artifacts under the ground. So not necessarily debris, but if these were like sherds, like a bunch of sherds, that would also be a good touch because it would show that, yeah, there's probably something underneath there. All right. So let's just use a shovel because we got to go quick. And what do we got? We got copper coins. Okay. That one too. More copper coins. And this one as well. These are in weathered condition. Okay. Oh, what is this? Lead trade weights. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right, but I don't have the bulldozer. So do I just... Now this is where we run into an issue, because in the real world, we would actually clear off this entire this top part before going straight down. Though, if these are individual units that we have individual teams working, right, then you can take an individual unit down rather than sort of hitting all of these. So let's just keep doing this. Take this one all the way down. Okay. So one thing I would recommend, I don't know if this is doable or not, but if you could do profiles in these units to give you an idea that maybe there's something next to it, that would probably be pretty good. Now, can I use the pick on this and just go straight down? Oh, no. Okay. Got it. All right. I guess we'll just do a sample here. Let's go ahead and... Oh boy. Time's almost up. No tool can finish in time. Pack it up and leave. Okay, how do I pack it up and leave? Alright, there we go. So I only got 3, which was on the surface, which is, or close to the surface, which is fine. And only 270. Alright. 10 artifacts in perfect condition to... Oh, okay. So you have to do certain... Okay, that's fine. Then I get it. So the more... The higher the condition of the artifacts, the more you can unlock. Okay, so let's do this then. What is this? Glass lamp? Okay, cool. Do the one next to it. So far, and this is just the very beginning of the game, and these are just initial thoughts, okay? So what is this? Glass files. Okay, so we got a lot of glass right here. So far, the only real archaeology to this is the digging part. Oh, look at that. All right. So glass vials, glass lamp. Cool. No tool can finish in time. Pack it up and leave. So how do you just pack it up then? You click on the... Maybe do that? Okay. There are still finds to claim on this top layer. The tiles with the heaviest debris. Early on, uncover those before anything else. Okay. But I can't do anything, so I'm going to do this, and then the sandstorm's going to come in. Oh. There we go. Okay. Okay, so... Oh, click notification to pack up. Okay. One thing I will say is that with archaeology, a lot of what we do is more than just uncovering artifacts. And I don't know how you could transfer this into a game, but we also do a lot of interpretation when it comes to things. We look at how artifacts are placed in the world in comparison to other artifacts, sort of their correlation to each other, and then we make judgments based on that to sort of figure out the past. So let's go ahead and try this again. So what we're going to do is we'll just do some more of the brush. A neat one would also be to be able to hire crews, where you could start this one, but you could also start this one at the same time. But it would cost you more money to have more people on your crew, but, you know, it is what it is. So more lead trade weights. Okay, let's go over here. That would be my suggestion, is the more crews thing, because that would be awesome. You have your secondary crew. Ceramic bowl. Okay, so we had lead weights over here, ceramic bowl over here. No tool can finish in time. But this one can finish like right at the nick of time. Bam! There we go. Okay. So far so good. Let's look at, where's my journal at? How many artifacts do we got? So I got two so far. Okay. In perfect condition. Oh wow, there's a lot of them. 3 in perfect condition. Wow, okay. Well, let's try it again. Let's try... Oh, whoops. Do I have anything from the Roman era? No. Soil type sand? Okay. Let's try it again. Yeah, so coordinations plus interpretation might be a future upgrade or sister game. Okay. I mean, because that because really, I mean, let's think about this, right? If we actually like look at this objectively, all you're doing here is just digging. So you could have called this archaeological expedition. You could have called this, you know, pot hunting. You know, there's nothing here that really establishes the professional sort of oh, whoops. Archaeology. There's nothing that establishes the profession, right? That you could easily just have been just somebody digging to find artifacts to sell. So you do kind of need something that sort of has some sort of I mean, you don't. Obviously, this is your game, right? So you don't. But I'm just saying that, like, if you want this to be... Oh, a new one. Nice, okay. And we'll hit up the shop at the end of this. But if you want this to be something that's based on real-world archaeology, you know, maybe have... there we go. Nice. We'll go right here in the middle of them. You know, maybe have something that deals with the interpretation, or the actual... I mean, granted, here's the thing, and this is what not a lot of people realize about archaeology, is that if you have like 10 people working on a site, you'll have maybe 1 or 2 people actually digging. The rest are all taking notes and measurements and stuff like that. An actual excavation is actually kind of boring. So I mean, that kind of sucks sometimes, right? But it is what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a tool upgrade for the brush, so we can make that faster. And let's go ahead and do the tool upgrade for the shovel, so we can make that faster. There we go. And we're down to 270. We're good to go. We'll just get out of here. And we'll hit this again and see how much farther we can go. So yeah. Could there be something at the end of a dig to try to determine what the site was, like shop, home, community center, or temple? Oh yeah, that's a good point. Another upgrade you can spend money on, hiring crew. Yep, you have 4. Oh, I have 4. Okay, I probably have more now. Artifacts or depiction and description are real. That is what archaeology part is supposed to be. Okay, yeah, I get that. But archaeology is more than just the artifacts, right? Because archaeology is the study of past human culture and its material remains, or through its material remains. And so we use those material remains to learn about the culture. So you could have alternate artifacts that are the same thing as before, like the lead weights. But let's say instead of the lead weights, you know, so let's say you have lead weights in the Islamic layer here, and instead of those being Islamic lead weights, maybe you have them as, I don't know, French lead weights, and then you can make those would be more valuable, and I'm using air quotes there, because they tell you more about the society. The society's in contact with like the French or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a little different. The problem is that interpretation cannot easily be gamified. That's true. That's very, very true. So I understand not being a part of the game from the start. Yes, absolutely, 100%. It's really hard to do that, to make interpretation part of the game, like immediately from the start. Yeah, it is hard. Oh, this is a new one. Ooh, calligraphy plaque. Nice. Now affordable. Silver pickaxe. Alright. Well, I don't really need the silver pickaxe at this point. But I do need to, like, hit some of these spots to uncover... Oh. Wait a second. Does that mean that there's something close by if I got a little bit of debris there? Aha! So then, I assume then we can just dig straight down from here, right? Gotcha. You could do something like shiny object propose, which was what? Oh, which was the thing at the end of the dig. Yeah, you could do that. One idea would be to find the right array of artifacts to be able to determine what the era was. Oh, that'd be kind of neat. Or the right number of them. Yeah. That would be kind of neat. All right, so we got 10 finds in the collection. All right. Let's see. So what was this? Oh, clay lamp. Nice. Okay. No tool can finish in time. Haha. Okay. Well, I was going to try. Okay, so we've got 10. All right, so let's... Oh. So Uzbekistan. Okay, let's go ahead and try Uzbekistan. 35 minutes. Okay. Yeah, because I think if you were to... What is this one? New journal entry has been added, so a silver jewelry. Okay. Medieval Islamic. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think if you were to add something along those lines, you know, something that talks about the connection or something like that, that might be a good idea. You know, the other thing too is that it's more than just artifacts. We also have features as well. Features would be a really interesting one to have. So stained glass fragments, okay. Where basically a feature is something that you can't remove. So like a hearth. So like maybe you dug in here and there's like a hearth. So you can't really remove that. So you got to go around it to find other artifacts on that layer, maybe. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of this rock. Oh boy. Okay, so we don't really know. So this is what we call sampling at this point. Oh, there we go. Do I got time to brush that? Sorta. Buildings and foundations being added. That would be a good one. Yep. Let's go ahead and take that. We'll go ahead and pack it up. All right. So far we've got 2,000. Let's see. Let's see what we can buy in the shop. I don't necessarily... Oh. And that's sold out. Oh, is it because I'm on the demo? It might be because I'm on the demo. Well, let's go ahead and just get a silver pickaxe. All right. You know what? Here, let's go back to Petra real quick. See if we can get deeper faster. No! I thought that was something to grab. It's just a bone. Okay. All right, so let's talk about sampling real quick. So sampling is something that we do in the archaeology world, where you basically have a big plot like this, and you don't want to dig all of the units. So what you do is you sample a few of them, and you can do any number of things. You can do every other sampling, where it's like every other block you do it, right? Which is fine, but it takes a long time. You can do sort of random sampling, where you just pick one at random and you just keep doing that over and over and over till you find something. Or you could have like some sort of sampling, you know, procedure that you want to use in that area. So like if we had a river running through this area, maybe you don't do anything with the river because obviously it doesn't help you out, but maybe you do something on like a tall flat area, right? But here it's completely flat, so we'll just do sort of a random sample. That's close. That means we got something nearby. Aha, right there. There we go. So this is an awful lot like Minesweeper almost. Okay. So there was nothing there. Right? Or was there something there? Did I just waste a whole bunch of time? Yes, I did. Okay. More random sampling. Aha. Let's go ahead and hit that. See you, Panos. What is this? A brooches of fibulae. Yeah, nice. Okay. Let's do random sample there. Nothing. Let's do one here. Oh. Okay. So close. So I got a couple Islamic, but I now have a Roman one. Okay, so this is, I mean, this is a pretty straightforward game. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can get deeper this time. Oh, boy. All right, let's grab that, grab that, grab that, and grab that. Oops. Can't grab that. That's a rock. Well, that was a big waste of time. Let's go ahead and we will random sample there. Okay, getting close. So maybe over this way. Almost like, maybe not Minesweeper so much as like Battleship. Aha! Mm. Well, that's not going to do us any good. Okay, so what... Okay, when there is on the top, look at the edges. What? When there is... Okay. Alright, let's... Both Minesweeper and Battleship, yeah, exactly. Okay, let's try this again. So when there's something on the top, look at the edges. Okay. Alright. I mean, the edges would be like profiling, right? Now, if it were me, I would probably remove the fossils. That's just me, though. You can see debris on the edges of the grid. Ah, I see what you're talking about. Like right here. Okay, I gotcha. But you can't right here, here, or here. Or maybe here? Ah, so that's that right there. Okay. So I don't see anything on the side here. This might have been just a bust. Oh, I say that, then I uncover something. Yeah. I don't think this is going to do us any good. What can you replace fossils to have another obstacle instead? I mean, more rocks. You could have big rocks. You could have, features where you can't actually remove them. You have to dig around them. That would be a good one as well. But big rocks, yeah, you could have really big rocks, more rocks in the way. Okay, so we didn't really get much on that one. So let's try it again. So, okay, so we got debris along this middle one here. I'll take that. So if we dig here, are we going to actually hit something? Yes, but there's nothing really there. What about this one? Okay, yeah, there is that. Fossils are soft versions of rocks. Less time penalty, more tools are fine with them. More rocks would not help. Yeah, but fossils aren't going to be in the archaeological record unless they are fossils that were collected by a culture, in which case then you want to collect them. You don't want to break them. So I think that would probably be a something that, like, you might want to work on. Ah, I see what we're doing here. I'll have to think about what you could do for soft rocks. That would be a tough one. I'll have to really sit down and think about that. Oh wow. What is this? Carved gemstone. Nice. The debris seem to be spread in adjacent tiles to the one that has the item. Yep, exactly. A lot like Minesweeper. So yeah. Are we discussing what other stuff could be in layers? Well, so the idea was, so fossils were put in as sort of softer versions of rocks to sort of slow down the excavation. So then the question then becomes, what would you use instead of fossils? Because fossils obviously aren't something that you would find in an archaeological excavation. Do I just go for it with this? Yeah, soil variation is pretty big near my home. Yeah, exactly. So you could do something like a clay layer. You know, you hit clay where you can, yeah, you can dig through clay with a shovel, but it sucks. All right, so we didn't get, well, so we actually got a good amount. Broken stuff, but still pretty good. All right, so let's try the Uzbekistan. We'll do a couple really nice versions of stuff. There we go. What is this? Inscribed brass plates. That's cool. All right. What is this? Nice. Sort of a water jug. Okay. Crystals, shells could be collected, but there's a chance they could have washed over a site due to regional flooding. That's true. Like clay or hard-packed dirt or something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so in the Southwest, we call it caliche. Caliche. It's basically really hard-packed clay. It's really hard to dig through, but you can get through it. let's hit this real quick with the shovel. Ah, not enough time. Okay. Roots of plants, that's true too. Yeah, we do get a lot of plant roots and stuff like that. A lot of the sites that we have would actually be covered in foliage that you'd have to clear, but I'm assuming that this has obviously been cleared already. So we're getting to just the excavation part. All right, so let's get some more really nice medieval stuff, and then we'll take our first little hydration break while I download the rest of the game. What is that? Is that supposed to be a fossil as well? Because that looks human. Oh, that is supposed to be a fossil? Yeah, yeah. I think that's my only big gripe is the fossil thing. Horseshoe? That's actually not what medieval horseshoe would probably look like. If I had to guess. That looks really modern. But I don't know, maybe it is. Of course, I'm only basing that off of the stuff that I've come across in the American Southwest. Not enough time. All right, let's do this then. Roots are big chunks of wood. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, what is this? Ottoman bronze lamp chain. Nice. And I only have a minute, so we can't do. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the store and see if we can get anything. We've got some stuff here. I don't think I'm going to buy anything, but what I think we will do is I think we will take a hydration break, and while we're doing that, I will go ahead and download the rest of the game with the key. All right, so let me go ahead and throw up the where is it? Here it is. Let me go ahead and turn this off real quick. I'll turn the music up, and then we will be right back. Oh, I guess I can't turn the music up. That's fine. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay. Got the full game, so we're good there. Let me just take that off, put this on. Okay, it's not working. Hold on. Okay, let's try this again. Turn this on. Haha, there we go. There we go. All right, we are back. And you want to know what? We are at my most favorite part of the stream, and that is this beer or is this soda? I almost said water. Okay, it is a little after 1 p.m. here in Tennessee. So, beer or soda? Oop. Yeah, you'll never know. Okay. Let's do a couple more quick excavations in Petra and see if we can't get this figured out. And then we'll go from there. Oh. So we got Petra, Uzbekistan, Myanmar, okay. Pompeii, yep, okay. Varanasi, don't know that one. Carthage, know that one. Valley of the Kings in Egypt, okay. Someplace in India, don't know that one. Jericho, I know that one. Alexandria, another Egypt one, okay. Greece, okay, 100 artifacts in perfect condition. Okay, Bronze Age, Persian, I would get rid of that. Greek, Roman, and medieval. Yeah, I would. There is no Persian cultural layer in Greece, so I would get rid of that. And be glad Panos isn't still on our stream. Okay, Troy, okay. Bronze, Greek, medieval, okay. Actually, there is a Roman period there too for Troy. So there was Bronze Age, then the Greeks were there, then the Romans, and then you could do medieval, I guess. Yeah, you could do that. York, Roman, then medieval. Okay, yep. Greek, Roman, and medieval in Naples. Naples? I don't know. I think I'd get rid of the Greek portion there. Spain, Roman, Islamic, medieval. Okay, yep, that tracks. Jerusalem, Persian, Roman, medieval. Yeah, oh, okay, I see what you're doing with that. Yeah. Turkey, Bronze Age, Persian, Roman, Islamic. Okay. Germany, Roman, then medieval. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, whoops. Let's try this one again real quick, see what we can do. Soda. Everyone seems to be going with soda. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and actually, you know what? We're gonna chop through this real quick. Okay. We'll do this one too. Okay, another fibulae. I don't see anything along this edge here, but I do see something right there, so let's try this. We'll do this here. There we go. So you can collect medieval from multiple places, but some things might be easier to find in certain locations. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Oh, what do we got? perfume vials. Okay. Nice. Oh, and we got another one. Again, farther down. All right, what is this? Bronze statue of Apollo. Nice. Okay. So yeah, that's I'd be curious to see in some of the spots that you have Bronze Age, what you got going on there. Maybe we can work up to it. Okay, let's hit up this one real quick. There we go. Another oil lamp. Yep, another oil lamp. Okay. Let's try this one. Something else you might want to think about doing too, I don't know how easy this would be to do with this grid, but having certain squares different colors might help out as well, where different colors might give you different types of artifacts or no artifacts. There's always that too. But that would be a really good way to go. Well, do I go for it? Yeah, there's nothing there. Okay. It's actually a cool couple of layers. Read an article a while back that said the Greek used to deck out their statues with cloth, perfume, and paint. Correct. Yes, absolutely, 100%. And if you go to Greek museums, all of their statues have paint on it. It's crazy. I don't understand how the whole idea of bright white statues came about, because anyone who's seen any statues in Greece in any of the museums, they all have paint on them. So like I don't know where that came from. Okay, hold on. How are we doing with money? We got okay. Oh. I could get the gold brush. So dig time is 4 minutes rather than 6. Okay. What about the shovel? Ooh, we could get a lot of stuff uncovered. Okay. Let's go with the shovel because that makes more sense to me as an archaeologist, because you want to get faster. We'll get out of here. Let's try Uzbekistan. Wait, what is the next one? Next one is Myanmar. Add 20 artifacts in perfect condition. Oh, okay. All right, let's try this. Oh, wow. Let's go ahead and hit up all of these and get some really nice ones. I'm curious if the little extra debris around the rock means anything, but I guess we'll have to figure that out. Oh, not enough time. Okay, well, let's go ahead and grab this. What is this? Merchant's weights. All right, cool. Lots of weights. That's good. Grab that. We're going to grab this. And grab this. Ooh. And nah, we ain't gonna find anything. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you like that the time only ticks down when the dig action is happening? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I wish the real world was like that. Let's see here. How many do we have so far? We have, okay, so we've got a good amount. We don't have a ton, but we got a good amount. Okay, let's keep at this. Yeah, if you know how fast your tools work, you can plan more easily. Exactly, exactly. So I think with the next 5,000, we'll get the nice upgraded brush, and then from there, then we can start grabbing a whole bunch of really good stuff. Actually, here, let's go ahead and do the brush on these guys. Knew about the paint before the article. Played a Nancy Drew game when I was a kid that took place at a Greek museum. One of the key quests was actually proving provenience. The original Game Jam version was brutal and timer was ticking non-stop. Oh, yeah. Constantly running clock would stress me out. Well, yeah, it stresses us out too as archaeologists because the timer never stops in the field. But yeah, that would be seriously stressful. You should add like a hard mode where it's like that. Because that would be pretty funny. Also, WASD keys to move around would also be nice. I mean, it's your game, do what you want, but I think that would probably be a good thing to do. Ooh, what is this? Oh, inkwell, okay. Sample that. Nope. Sample this. Sample this. Hit this. Oh, so close. Try it again. Ooh, there's a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just hit them all with the shovel. Crap, I didn't mean to do that. You can bind WASD in settings. Oh, yeah, that's weird. Is there a scanner if you make enough money? Oh, that would be cool. Like, yeah, there's a couple different ways you could handle that, too. You could do, something like... I mean, a lot of people default to ground penetrating radar, but ground penetrating radar is not exactly all that great. Oof. I would say maybe something like resistivity would be cool. For that, you could pick like this block, and it would shoot electricity through it, and it would tell you where it's denser. That would be kind of neat. Or magnetometry, where basically you do a magnetometry scan of like these 9 squares and it'll show you a denser one. I think that'd be kind of cool. All right, there we go. Got a good amount that time. Do I have enough to do? No, I don't have enough to do this one yet. Yeah, more things to spend the money on. Exactly. Ooh. Let's see. We'll do this because I really don't want to deal with the rocks. Lead trade weights, okay. Let's go ahead and we'll do that right there. This one right here. Oof. Oh, man. Ah, yeah, so that does matter. Okay, so there's nothing underneath those rocks then. Okay. And maybe after a certain amount of time, that little pop-up doesn't pop up anymore to tell you that you've got a sandstorm coming in, because, I mean, you kind of know at this point. Oof. There we go. The other thing, too, you might want to think about is if you have enough weathered artifacts of the same type, maybe they make one perfect copy of that, whatever artifact. There we go. This one sucks. See, this looks like an excavation I've worked on before. Ah, just one that time around. Man, that does suck. Let's try this one again. Found a sandbox, yeah. Oof. This one's gonna be rough too. Up, there we go. No tools can finish in time. I don't know. I got 1 minute left. Ah. Yeah, you found a sandbox. Yeah, exactly. Whoa. All right, let's just cut through these real fast. I mean, does it make much sense to do that? Because then you don't really have anything underneath, do you? Oh, I should have used the brush for that one. Yep. That sucks. Amphora. All right. Yeah, see, there's no real reason, I guess, to chip away at these things when there's nothing underneath, because you can't really... Because even if I dig this... Oh, I guess there's something there. No, there's nothing there. Yeah. Yeah, I should have used the brush on that one. All right, so let's just get down through the Islamic so we can grab the Roman stuff. Now we'll use a brush on that one. I think the big thing would be to change the brush to a trowel. I think that's one of the big ones, I would say. And maybe even being able to use the pick on the ground like this, but it takes like half the time to get through as the shovel. Because, I mean, you'd be surprised at how often we use picks to get through the top layer. Especially when we know that there's nothing there. We want to get down fast. Oh no! It's going to be another terrible one. I mean, you could still do the same animation with the brush too. You can use the pick, but it's slower than the shovel. For dirt, it shouldn't be. It should be super fast. There we go. Perfect condition of a bronze statue of Apollo. Yeah, I do need a bulldozer for sites like this. I guess we'll try this one. All right. So how we doing now? Do we got enough to do the next one? Whoop. We do. All right, let's try it out. 45 minutes. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit these guys. So, pick faster to dig soft soil than shovel. I guess my impression of pickaxes are heavily skewed by Minecraft. Yes. Well, one, we don't ever really dig really soft soil in archaeology. Most of the stuff that we're digging is pretty well compressed. But two, even if it is soft soil, you can move so much. I mean, unless it is beach sand, you move more stuff with a pick, because you're not using the pointy end of a pick unless you're going through really, really stiff soil. You're using the flat end of the pick to really sort of dig in fast and deep. Also, the shovels that we use are mostly flat nose shovels. So the tip, instead of this one, which is like a spade, where it comes to a point, most of the ones that we use are flat nose. And we'd use that because it's a lot easier to get actual flat squares when you excavate. So, the more you know. Yeah, so the pick you have here is like this, where it's two pointed ends. You didn't see that, but I literally just pointed at my screen like you can see my hand. But instead of one being pointed, or both of them being pointed, one end would be pointed and the other one would be flat. So, yeah. Let's grab that. What is that? Oh, a little terracotta elephant. That's cool. Let's hit some of these. Oh, we're about to get flooded. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Let's do that one again. This will be my job in the future. Cool. Pick with flat end would be a mattock. I guess. I don't remember what the names of them are. We just always called them a pick. I mean, that's... I realize that that's not like, you know... Oh! See, we're talking about picks, and I just grabbed the pick instead. Oh, well... Is it a mattock? I guess, yeah. I don't know. Ooh, what is this? Lacquerware. Okay. Alright, let's see. What do we want to do? Well, we want to hit this one. There we go. Bone. Oh, no. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Oh, I can buy a better brush. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's do that. Better brush. Okay, make that a lot quicker. Ooh, and the key for the bulldozer is unlocked. What game is this? This is Archaeology Expedition. You know, if, Aka Game Studios, if you want to put a link to the Steam page in the chat, you are more than welcome to. This would probably be also a really fun mobile game too, by the way. I don't know how you feel about mobile games, but I feel like this like fits that no, excuse me, fits that criteria. That sneeze snuck up on me from who knows where. Okay. Let's start doing sampling here. Looks like we got something in this area. Oh, maybe not. Oh, right here. Jeez. you play mostly mobile games. Well, there you go. I think this would make a good mobile game. Inscribed brick. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Oh. How did I miss that? Ooh, what is this? Bronze meditation bell. Cool. Probably something right here. Nope. How about here? Nope. Here? Aha. What is this? Bowl? Okay. A little piece of pottery. Is that something? I can't tell. It is. Oh, another lacquerware. Okay. Let's try that. Aha. Probably one right there, too. Yeah, there was something right there. Oh, well. Okay. So far, so good. 11. Not bad. Can I go to the next one yet? Add 30 artifacts in perfect condition to your journal. Ooh, okay. I don't know if I can. Let's see if we can get some more. Let's hit that, 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 and that. We will pick the fossil out of there. Hit this with the brush. Ananda Temple votive tablet. Okay. There's something right there. And same here. Oh, another tablet. Okay. There's also something right there, but let's go ahead and expose this one. Ugh. Okay, another ceramic bowl. Let's do some sampling. See, sampling pays off sometimes. Oh no. There it was. Yep, can't do it. Dang. Okay, so good, good, good. Almost ready to do Pompeii. Let's do this one more time. Let's see if we can get some good ones here. Ooh, actually. No, what we're going to do is we're going to cut right through this. Oh. And get that underneath. Another tablet? Oh, man. There's another idea I'm pondering out. Minesweeper likeness is not lost on me, so I started thinking about dig sites in past or current conflict areas with a chance to encounter armaments in the ground. Well, I mean... yeah, but you're not going to find them in a cultural layer. I mean, I'm sure plenty of people have, right? I'm sure plenty of people have. Oh. Ivory crucifix. Interesting. Oh man, I should be hitting these with the brush. I should be hitting these with the brush because this is all medieval stuff. How would that work in real life? Yeah, I wouldn't do that for the armaments. Because we're not really running into unexploded ordnance in cultural layers. I mean, we might find them on the surface or just barely underground, but I would probably avoid that. Hey, you know what would be funny hazard? Cats. What if one just came in and curled up on a square with something for sure under it, and you need a one-use toy or food to lure it away? That would be pretty funny. Archaeologists would probably just shoo the cat away. Snakes or ants are another good one. Ants would really suck. Oh, look at that. Nice. Let's grab shop here. Yeah, something like instead of cats, maybe something like I don't know, yeah, an ant hill. That would be pretty funny because you dig down one layer and ants come pouring out. So now you got to wait and give it a certain amount of time before you can go back to that unit again. Same thing with snakes. You know, you dig an area and you get a den of snakes. You could totally do that too. All right. Let's see what the lockbox has. Didn't I already? Okay. Contains a random common artifact in perfect condition. All right, let's try it again. Yeah, imagine hitting an ant or hornet nest in the ground. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I have hit ant hills and stuff in the ground, and it was horrendous. How do we check to see how many artifacts I've got? Oh, wait a second. Is that this? 29. So I just need one more artifact in perfect condition. All right, let's see what we can figure out here. Do nothing but brush on this one. Cat would basically work instead of a scanner, though. If it's curled up on a square, that for sure had artifacts, but maybe you don't know there's anything there. Yeah. I mean, we don't really have cats showing up in archaeological digs because we're usually out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, some places that are known to have cats, you know, Greece for one, yeah, you can have that, but most of the digs we are doing are out in the middle of nowhere, and so we don't usually deal with cats. All right. Let's get rid of that bone there. Special cat powers. Top left, yes. Also, you can open the journal and go to last section, notes. Okay. Perfect. Let's get rid of this rock here. And hit this. Get out of there. Okay, so we got an upgrade, but no new ones. All right, we got to get a new one, right? Oh, never mind. Let's go to Pompeii. Storm is heading in. Okay. So we have Roman and then Greek underneath. All right, so let's just hit all of these because these are all going to be brand spanking new. Having a variety of animals would be fun, though. Yeah, it would. Badgers, rodents. Oh, God, rodents would be horrendous. If you have a rodent hole, maybe it pulls up an artifact from deeper below. You could have that, too. Rodent holes are the worst. Not for that, but because they just suck so much. Oh, look at all the good stuff we're getting. Oh, is that surgical tools? Oh, that looks like surgical tools. You don't think you know an artist who can draw animals? Sure you do. If you're on my Discord, ask around. I'm sure somebody would gladly do that for you. And if you want to pay them, I'm sure that would be probably the best way to go. All right, new discovery. What is this? Terra Sigillata Bowl? Sigillata Bowl, okay. These are... Yeah, bronze surgical tools. Nice. Let's also hit this one. And this one. Oh. Let's go ahead and hit this up. Let's knock that out. What is this? Terracotta Antifix, okay. And we got the storm coming in. It's at 4 minutes. I don't think that there's much we can do in that short amount of time. Yeah, we can try. It ain't gonna work, yeah. Okay. We're done. I don't think we can do anything else. Okay. Alright. Got a new one, an upgrade, new one, new one. Nice. So how many do we need before we reach into the... So 40? Okay. What is an antifix? I honestly don't know. It's a Roman thing, and I'm not really up on Roman stuff because... Well, because I don't care about Rome, but... dig sites are also wary in richness, and Pompeii is one of the rich ones. Oh, okay. They also... Okay. They vary in richness. All right, so let's go ahead and just hit some of these up here. I think that's that first one that we hit that we that I weathered. The journal explains it? Okay. Journal explains what an antifix is. Decorative thing on the wall, usually some kind of head. Oh, you talking about the plaster or the wax faces? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, dang. I clicked on that. I didn't mean to click on that. Oh. Gladiator helmet. All right. You know, for as much shit that I talk about Rome, I'm actually probably going to have to dress up as a Roman soldier for a public outreach thing coming up with the department, which kind of sucks because I realized when I was talking about it, I was like, oh no, they're gonna ask me to do it. So, yeah. Google says it's an end cap for roof to hide joists, prevent pests and wood rot, and that they were decorated. Oh, I have one of those sitting at the house, or sitting here in my, actually behind me on the shelf. If that's what I'm thinking it is. Okay, so I keep brushing. Ah, this doesn't have... This does, though. This is more debris. I wasn't paying attention to the amount of debris. I was only looking for the big piece. Oh, no, that doesn't. Is it what's on the side, then? All right, let's go to... So I'm currently sitting at 37 artifacts. Should we do the gold pick? I feel like we should do the gold pick, but I very rarely use the pick. What does this do? What does the silver one do? Contains an uncommon artifact in perfect condition. Oh, okay, well, let's do that. A mirror. Nice. Okay, so we'll do this one again. Rocky area is hard. Biggest is not best there. Yeah, I learned that real quick. A Buddha. All right. We're sitting at 39. So let's go ahead and hit this up again. All right, let's take this a little slower this time here. So maybe it's the clumping of them? In which case, this one or this one might be best. Let's try this one first. Oh, it's a rock. Okay. Okay, let's try this one. Because this is surrounded by a bunch of them. Wait, what kind of Roman dress? What are you talking about? What you talking about? What kind of Roman dress? Look for the plus shape of tiles. Ah, okay. So something like that. And something like that. Like armored or like a casual garment? What are you talking? Are you talking about what I'm going to have to dress up as? Yeah, I'm going to have to wear Roman armor. I'm going to have to dress up like a Roman soldier, most likely. Like in armor. Yeah, you're right. I might have to upgrade the pick. Okay, this one. Hold on, let's look at this. Yeah, a decorative terracotta end tile placed along the eaves of Roman roofs to cover the exposed ends of Embrick's tiles. Yeah. Okay, yep. Yeah. They do this in Greece, too. They still do this in Greece. There's actually a lot of places that have this in Greece still. Which is where I got mine from, because it was such a cool thing, and I wanted one. And I wasn't going to steal one from an actual house. And so I was like, no, I'll buy one. So I did. All right, let's start. Let's see here. Too bad, don't see enough Roman casual garb around. It's always the armor. Well, yeah, it's a flashy event. It's an event to get people's attention. So yeah, we're gonna dress in the armor for that because it just makes sense. let's see what this is right here. Come on. Give me something. Woohoo! What is this? Oh, is this... Nice. Geometric amphora. Haha. Cool. Very, very cool. Alright, new one, which means we should be able to go to the next one, right? India. Islamic, Hindu, Buddhist. Okay. Well, let's... I want to... Okay. I can't click on that to get hints. Maybe that would be nice too. Click on the soil type and it tells you a quick little hint. Okay. So if this is a plus sign and this is a plus sign. This is also one, so let's try our luck with this. Bone, okay. What would hint do on soil type? I don't know, maybe something like what you said. Something like rocky area is hard, where biggest is not best, or something like that. You know, where it's like a little hint that gives you sort of an idea of, hey, maybe don't do this instead, or something like, oh, a pick is your best friend here, or something. I don't know. If you about plus thingy minus it is true for any soil type. What? So that's also plus shape, and this one's plus shape. Oh, if you use the plus shape thingy, it is true for any soil type. Okay. I noticed this changed down here. Let's start sampling. I noticed that as you dig down, sometimes these tiles will change, which is interesting. All right, let's start. Let's call it you moved soil. Yeah, but we don't do that. We don't if I'm digging this, it shouldn't change the unit next to it, because that's really bad archaeology. Because you don't want to throw soil into another unit. Okay. How are we doing now? Aha. All right. Well, let's try this. Let's see how we like this one. This one, you have an hour and 10 minutes. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let's see here. Top layer is Islamic, which we already have a bunch of those. Okay, we'll do that one, this one, this one, and this one. do some sampling. During sampling, field notes say how many debris tiles you have seen in this run. So when you dig down, it will increase if newly uncovered tile is debris. This also counts edges that got exposed. Okay. Right, I see that in the... So 14 is what it's showing right now, with 94 just blank ones. What is this? Oh, stone relief, that's cool. Okay. That should go down. Yeah, so 95. Okay. But it still shows 14 because this was then exposed. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Bronze Ganga Devi statue. Let's go ahead and undo this one. Let's hit that and see if there's anything there. What is this? Glass bangles. All right. Nope. This one. I think debris, you should think about changing the debris to like, I don't know, like sherds maybe. Because that's a little bit more of an indicator of what's underneath rather than rocks. Though like at a certain point you got to worry about how much this game might affect people who want to actually go out and do bad stuff, which, you know, I don't see many people do it. Oh, I clicked the wrong square. Oh. Iron Trident head. All right. Wabam! There we go. 5 new ones. Very nice. Can we go to the next one? No, I need 5 more. Is that right? Yeah, 5 more. But I do got a lot of money, so let's... Oh, not enough for the pick. Well... okay. Well, debris is unspecified pieces of something, and with art I drew for tiles, no one can really tell what it is. Okay. Good enough. Good enough for me. Alright. Nice. Alright. So this one... Yeah, keep the cash, hold out for the pick. That's what I... Yeah, I agree. Ooh. Hold out for the bulldozer. Yeah. Yeah, alright, what is this? This is the ritual oil lamp. Nice. Let's try this right here, because I see a little bit of debris there, which means that there's something right here. Should be either this side or this side. Oh. Let's try that. Oof. Well, let's go ahead and use the pick. Let's use the pick here as well. I also see some debris right here. Let's go ahead and do the one thing that we don't ever really do in archaeology, which is also a no-no in Minecraft, which is dig straight down to find something. Okay, glass bangles. Also that, too. Oof. Yeah, we'll start sampling. There's currently 8 debris. Okay, so that didn't really change anything. It's still 8. Do right next to it. Okay, nope. How about right here? Nope. Okay. Sampling might not work on this one. Oh. Temple Bell. All right. It's a common one. All right. I'm up to 46. So I'm on my way. Oof. What is this? Another stone relief. Okay. I think we're good then. So I just got one new one. Okay. Which is fine. But I have enough money for the upgraded pick. Let's upgrade the pick. There we go. I assume you're going to have better tools later, maybe? Outside belt of lowland is also follow debris neighboring rules. Okay. So we need 50, and we're currently at 46. Let's do this one, because we can hit the Buddhist layer a lot quicker. So let's... So looks like there's something right here. Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. Nope. Okay. Clicked on the wrong one. Okay. This one, though. Aha. Oh, another elephant statue. Okay, that's fine. Let's hit this. Hit the wrong one again. I'm looking for the Buddhist layer. Aha. There we go. Is that a new one? No. We might add more tool tiers, but gold speed is good enough, and next year probably needs some mechanic gimmick. Maybe top tier pick becomes Matic. We did not have idea for those yet. Okay. I'm watching this on my phone, so I can't see the small icons. Is there actually a bulldozer? There is, but I don't have it right now. It would be next to the... There's 3 small icons right now, but it would be next to those. Oh. That's the first one that is Buddhist, right? Yeah, because we got Islamic and Roman, medieval and Islamic, medieval Buddhist. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. This one. Okay. Ah, that's a new one. What is this? Glazed Jataka tile. Interesting. More sampling. I'm starting to get the hang of like how these things are connected. Okay, another one of those. All right. Elephant. All right, let's get out of there. Okay, so I got a new one, which puts me up to 47. See if we can just like cut straight down to the Greek layer. There we go. Aha! What is this? Votive terracotta figures? Yeah. That looks more like a doll, but okay. Yeah. Let's see, there's some more Greek here. Oh, what do we got here? Athenian black figure pottery. Yes, that's exactly what that is. Oh, whoops. What do we got here? So much close to the surface, it seems bulldozer would hold most value on the multi-layer sites where you need to dig down quick if you want to see new stuff. That's true. Yes, fast way down, especially if you no longer care about top layer. Rock is his weakness, actually. Yep. And Otis says that this game could have wide appeal. His ex liked collection type games, and the gameplay mechanics are simple enough for less gamery people to play. That's what I was saying. This would probably make a really good mobile game. Oop. But yeah, I mean, while the bulldozer would definitely work for the mechanics of this game, it's definitely not something that we would use in the way that it's being implemented here. So that's something to keep in mind. Oof. Okay, what about this one? Yeah, try to make it casualist while being somewhat educational. Yeah, no, I get it. And it's hard to make something like this be, you know, true to the real world, because real world archaeology is kind of boring. It's not something that you would play as a game, right? So like, I get that. I totally get that. What is this? Oh, another one of those bowls. Okay. Do some sampling. Okay, so I've only got time for one. I think I'm going to go for this one. It's probably this one, though. I don't know who this cat in top hat is, but they keep popping up. All right. So I got 2, which leaves me at 49. So we got 1 more to go before we can unlock the next level. And then we'll probably call it. By the way, just so everybody knows, and I'm very clear about this, this is not sponsored content. They reached out to me to try this out, and that's what I'm doing. Oh, that's you? That's okay. We're the only 2 people who played the full game so far? Okay. Well, I'm glad I don't have a really embarrassing Steam name then. Okay, looks like there's some stuff here. There are plenty more names in the demo later. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I did see that. I definitely saw that. There was more names there. Oh no! I did all that to chase this? Alright, that's fine. It is possible to opt out from the leaderboard if you don't want to. No, I want to appear there. I want people to see my name. I mean, it's not every day that you can play a game that's based on archaeology and actually go up against an actual archaeologist. So I mean, that'd be kind of cool. You can see the bulldozer for game reasons to get past layers. Yeah, that's, even if it's not realistic. Yeah, totally. That's why I'm not too hung up on it. I think I'm more hung up on the brush versus trowel than I am the bulldozer. Even if it bothers me, because I understand you got to have a game, right? It's got to be. Pun time. I dig this game. It rocks. Mean it for real despite the puns. Go download it. Definitely download it. Get the demo. There it is. Marble sculpture. We're up to 50 now. All right. What else can we do here? Let's see here. Let's do some sampling. Oop. Let's just try it. Try our luck. You love a good pun. Okay, so story time. I worked at Philmont Boy Scout camp. And a good friend of mine also worked there. And he was like the king of puns. And I can't stand, like, he would do puns constantly. And I threatened him lots. I absolutely 100% threatened him all the time when he would do stuff like that. Okay, so Islamic and Roman. So we're not going to find any new ones. So let's go ahead and go to shop. We got 5,000. Let's see here. If we do this, we could get an uncommon artifact in perfect condition. We can get one of those, or we can get a common artifact in perfect condition. But I do have a lot of common artifacts, so let's go ahead and do this one and see what we get. Yeah, wishlist it. Yeah, definitely. Definitely wishlist it too. Is this one of those ivory? Yep, ivory crucifix. All right. Leaderboards. Oh, and then Shadow Demon, I assume, is another dev as well. All right. Let's check the journal. You said the last one, which is notes. Ah, okay. Total 51 out of 160. Okay. So far so good. Okay. Future expansion of the game, a restoration minigame. Ooh, that would be a cool one. That would be really cool. I love doing that. Shadow Demon is Valve Reviewer. Oh. Really? Interesting. Okay. Let's check out Carthage. Sandstorm. All right. Well, Carthage should be destroyed anyways. All right. So that was a terrible classics joke for some of you who might have gotten it. See this one, then this one. Then this one. And then it looks like this one. What is this? They play the game to approve release? Okay, yeah. That's... When I get done with the simulation for the Mitru project, I'm probably going to put it up on Steam as well, just for, you know, shits and giggles, for free. And it'll be the VR thing, so yeah. You knew a museum restorer when you were a kid? Yeah. Yeah, that it is super cool and super fun to do. All right, let's see here. We want to get down to this. What do we get? Nothing. Nothing for our trouble. Okay, how about this one? Because I got debris there, and there. There we go. Let's hit this one and see if we get anything for our trouble. Are you gonna... Do you have... Let's see here. Ooh, you have mythical. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if I could guess what some of these are just by their shapes. You have to add it somehow. It could be as simple as finding a pile of pottery shards and sorting them into separate pots, or as complex as actually puzzling them back together. I mean, in the real world, it is. It's like a puzzle. It's like an adult puzzle. It's super fun to do that stuff. I had a blast when I did it. Though, granted, I did leave an unfinished pot when I left when I left school, which I still feel bad about. But, you know, it is what it is. Not enough time. Oh. Alright, so we didn't find anything new. But there you go. There was Carthage. So that is the game. That is definitely the game. I like it. It's a fun little time killer. So not bad. My suggestions as an archaeologist would be to replace the brush with a trowel. I mean, that would be the main one. And do something about the fossils. Make the fossils into something else. Because I think if you put fossils in there, you're kind of strengthening that misconception that archaeologists deal with fossils. Just like that weird misconception that geologists and archaeologists somehow have something to talk about. We don't. Oh, so you want me to try to guess some of these things? Okay, let's see if I can guess some of these things. Let's see here. Achievements. Let's see here. Where are the... Hold on. Let's go to this. Artifacts. All right. I mean, obviously, these will have to be ones that I know about, right? Okay, artifact for Persian. That's maybe a faience necklace, maybe? Egyptian, that looks like whatever those little urns are that they put your guts into. I don't know. Islam, I don't know. It's a Persian something. I don't know what that one would be. Common Persian one. I don't know. All right, here we go. Greek. That is a lekithos. I know that one because I like lekithos. A lekithoi. Bronze Age, that looks like it might, depending on what size it is, that looks like it might be a sword of some sort, but it's a very odd shape. Could be... Oh, I don't know what that one is. That's a good one. I don't know what that is. That looks almost like a mirror, maybe. That one, Hindu, I'm not up on. Okay. Common Greek... Oh god, I don't know what that is. Maybe a shirt of some sort? Let's see here. Roman, well that one's obvious. I'm sorry, I was looking at the chat there. That's an obvious eagle standard from Rome. You'll sort out fossils. We'll look into the trowel, but need to commission art for that. Okay. Yeah. I mean, trowel should be pretty easy to do. I'm sure somebody can knock out a trowel for you. Persian, I don't know. Persian, I don't know. Greek. That looks like another amphora of some sort. Or maybe a crater of some sort? Maybe a crater? That's a tough one, though. Because it looks like it's got two side handles. This looks like pottery. So it looks like little side handles there. And a big open mouth, so a jar shape of some sort. Maybe a pithos of some sort. It's a bronze mirror. Hold on. Is that an ancient Greek bronze mirror? That looks very... What year? What is this? It's just as ancient Greek. Is this Hellenistic? Because that looks really fancy for a bronze mirror. All right, what do we got? Hindu, Egyptian, Buddhist, Roman. What is this? Bronze surgical tools. Okay, Bronze Age. Gee, I wonder what that is. That looks like a couple of Naue 2 swords crossed. Yep, brooch. Roman, that looks like an amphora of some sort. Egyptian, don't know. What is this? Prehistoric. Oh, you got prehistoric stuff. That looks like maybe a bird pin. Maybe, I don't know. Roman, medieval, Greek. That could be a shirt as well. I don't know. That one is a crater. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Spear slinger. Oh, talking about an atlatl? Atlatl, that'd be cool. Yeah, atlatl. Medieval Egyptian. Okay, so whoop. That looks like a bull. Oh my God, the word is completely just fallen out of my brain. Where you offer it, it's a little offering, a little bull offering. Oh, that is okay. This prehistoric. Do you have American sites, or is this European? But that's a projectile point. Gee, I wonder what that is. That's a Corinthian helmet. Another. Okay, so this is one of those. Oh, this is one of those funerary amphora, the ones with the really big, big column handles on the side. Yeah, there's some good ones in here. Some I can recognize. Earrings. Anything that really speaks to me? Yeah, I don't... Some of these shapes, I mean, you can't really... You don't have much to work with. Alright, now we're getting into mythical. That looks like either Pixis or one of the little... Not sarcophagi, because that's not what they call them. But basically the ceramic little coffins. That's what that looks like to me. That is a laurel wreath. Bronze Age, that's a knife. That is one of the little Minoan daggers, or it looks like a Minoan dagger. Might be from another different era. Bronze Age mirror, I would assume. Okay. It might be funerary, but for age rating reasons, I limited amount of mentions of grim things. Okay, Larnax. Thank you, Larnax. My God, I don't know where these words are, why they're falling out of my brain today. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Do you have any linear B tablets? Oh, that's a, Kylix. Linear B tablets would be cool. Some sort of like bear figurine, maybe? Again, don't know. No idea. No idea. These are all Bronze Age, but I can't. Is that stirrup jar? That almost looks like a stirrup jar. Anyways, yeah, so some of them I can pick out. Some of them I can't. But anyways, let me go ahead and throw up the outro card. There we go. I want to thank you all for joining me today. That was a fun time. Be sure to download the demo on Steam and try it out for yourself. Yep, stirrup jar. Okay, yeah, it kind of looked like it was at a weird angle, but all right. I'm glad I could pick out those shapes. Anyways, yeah, no, it was good. It was a good game. It was a fun little time waster and pretty fun. So yeah, definitely check it out and let him know what you think. And I will see you next time. See you.